Hello, Virgo. So here's your reading for the week of April 10th through the 16th. So first up, you have the Six of Cups. You have Judgment, the Knight of Cups, and then in the reverse position, you have the High Priestess. Okay, so let's delve in here a little bit. So the Six of Cups represents like past childhood memories. It could represent somebody from the past, or you're reminiscing on things from the past. But it's a lighthearted card. It's all about innocence and joy. It could represent somebody that you haven't seen in a while is coming back. This could also indicate that you are starting new with a fresh perspective from like more of a positive place. Now, Judgment, it's all about rebirth. It's an inner calling. It's about evaluating situations or yourself, assessing things, changing a major like life path change. This card is really a call to action. Like they're transforming, they're transitioning into a new life. On the card, the traditional card, you have the people in their coffins. And basically, as I say, Judgment this is my interpretation of Judgment. It's like, they were like people once, and then they died, and then they became zombies. So now they have to like move forward into their new zombie life. So it's all about kind of transitioning to a new phase. So that's what Judgment is. But this Judgment, it represents a transition that is you're deciding to do it. It's not a transition that really is pushed upon you. It's like something that you are deciding that, you know what, it's time for me to try to do things a little differently, or think things differently, or kind of move in a different direction. Now, the Knight of Cups, it can represent a romantic, or it's like romantic, a lover, creativity, imagination. It's all about beauty. It represents connections to somebody but it's like on an emotional connection, like you're emotionally invested in this person. It can indicate that you are moving towards a dream or idea you have, but you aren't rushing in. This card symbolizes kindness, caring, being artistic, and having an open heart. So he's moving towards something he wants, but he's very careful about it. He's careful not to spill the cup. So that's what that is. Now, the High Priestess reverse can indicate secrets, being disconnected from your intuition, withdrawal, and silence. Now, she kind of says that you're not listening to your intuition, that you need to kind of listen to your intuition. It could be feeling like your intuition is blocked, or you're just not really paying attention to it the way you really need to. It can indicate gossip as well from other people in certain situations, or other people having hidden agendas. I think this is really saying that you're kind of being swayed by other people's opinions as well, the High Priestess in reverse. Now, kind of putting everything together. So the Six of Cups, I feel like this could indicate that maybe somebody from your past is re-entering your present. Like, let's say the Six of Cups is all kind of about past stuff, and then this Knight of Cups could be like somebody from your past, and it could be indicating this Judgment. It's like you're starting new. Maybe whatever this was, you guys could have had a falling out or something, but you've decided, okay, you know what, I'm changing, we're working it out or something. This could be friendship, love, or whatever it is. And the High Priestess could indicate in that situation that there might have been some kind of gossip. Maybe it wasn't quite true, or you weren't listening to your intuition about this person. Maybe this person, your intuition was kind of saying, there's something funny going on. I'm hearing some stuff, but I don't really believe it, but this is what people are saying. And then it could come out that actually they were the ones being sneaky. They were the ones being with the sneakiness, and actually it wasn't quite how they were saying. So that is one situation. But also the Six of Cups could be with the Judgment, that like maybe you're really changing the way you are. Maybe there was something in the past that really made you happy, and you're realizing, you're having this kind of awakening moment where you're like, you know what, I really always wanted to do that. I really wanted to try that. And you're having this, going through this Judgment moment where you're like, you know what, maybe the time is right. And the Knight of Cups, something with this, it could indicate, because it's a slow moving card, it's about having that passion, or that kind of that love for something, but it's slow moving. So it's kind of like, in this situation, if this resonates more with you, this could be the High Priestess is saying that your intuition is being blocked. Maybe you're really feeling called to proceed in this new direction, and it is a passion project. It's something that you really love, but you're moving very slowly with it because for whatever reason, and your intuition is you might need to listen to your intuition, because maybe your intuition is saying that, no, this is the right time to start that project or start whatever, but you're like, no, maybe it's not the right time. Like your brain is kind of, blocking things. So that could be another situation. Because a lot of times tarot cards, everybody's different, but there's a lot of, the cards have specific meanings to them, but the meanings could be different for everybody. So, but I definitely think, summing it up, I think something from the past is now coming up, whether in memories or a person, something from the past is coming up, and you're, with the Judgment, you're changing or reevaluating certain things with yourself. And I think whatever this is, I think it's something that you really enjoy, because the Knight of Cups is about love and romance and kind of, but slow moving, but something that you want to do, but you're just moving towards it slowly. And the High Priestess is about not really listening quite to your intuition. Or it could also indicate maybe some people are giving you information, but they're being a little shady with that information. So you need to always take things how it resonates with you, because all the cards can have multiple meanings, and when you put them together, there could be many different ways they go. But typically, I think, for me at least, tarot, it's kind of like, I think we're all connected, and I think it represents some of the broader stuff, even though it might be different for everybody. Sometimes I don't want to say like connections are kind of similar in a sense. Like, it's hard for me to explain. I have this whole thing in my brain anyway. So let's continue with your little oracle cards here. So here we go. Let's see what we get for you guys. It says, I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. So that's fantastic. I definitely think there's something really exciting coming in for you. And I feel like with this High Priestess, this Judgment moment, this could indicate that this Judgment moment, this kind of awakening or changing the way you see something, or kind of transitioning, it might be being slightly blocked and being slow moving because you're blocking yourself in a sense. But I think this is saying that you might have to just trust yourself and just trust that things are going to proceed the way they're supposed to and in the best way for yourself. So next up, your little Bob Ross quote, you have, trees cover up a multitude of sins. So I'm thinking, I used to watch him paint, and I think I never saw anything. I always thought he painted phenomenally, so I don't know what he thinks he screwed up on, because he always made something, it always looked great. But I guess this is saying that maybe if things are not quite perfect, you could just like paint over them in a sense, so anyway. So then you can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. And I really feel like this could kind of be going with this Judgment moment, because this is the awakening, the transitioning, the moving forward, or kind of like seeing things in a different light. And I feel like with this Knight of Cups kind of being more slow moving, and with the High Priestess being like kind of like maybe intuition block or not really trusting yourself, I feel like this is saying that sometimes you just have to really trust yourself. Like, you have to take that step. You have to trust yourself, and you might not... It might be scary. You might not be entirely sure where you're going, or how you're going to get there, but you have to go on this journey, because this is about going on a journey and losing sight of something that you are comfortable with to move something to more or less the unknown. And I really feel the Judgment is kind of like that. It's kind of like you're leaving one form of yourself behind, and you're moving into another form, hopefully a better form of yourself. So I feel like that's really important for you guys next week. Okay, so then you have New Beginnings. And New Beginnings says, this card is a brand new chapter in your life. You've already noticed challenges or even breakdowns in relationships that have always been familiar to you, both at work and in other situations. This is because you're at a turning point in your life, and certain factors need to leave before the good stuff can come in. It's been a long, hard slog, but there's a glimmer of hope sparkling in the distance that indicates a destiny you've been wishing for. New ideas, successful projects, and golden opportunities await. You have a second chance. Throw caution to the wind and trust in the great mystery as you walk into your future. That's fantastic. I really think that fully goes with what's happening here with the Judgment card. You're definitely kind of going into something different, or trying or changing things around new beginnings. And I think that's phenomenal. I think that's really phenomenal. And I feel like this is just saying that You can't always see it. Sometimes things kind of get a little bit messy in that transition, but you're going to come out better for it. So next up, you have Sunstone. This is creativity and action. A stone of creativity and determination. The Sunstone invites action, decision-making, and embracing new opportunities. It brings mind and body into alignment and stimulates passion, self-knowledge, and personal transformation. Personal transformation. I think that's exactly what you're going through here with the Judgment. You're definitely going through some kind of transformation. So that's really exciting. But this is all about action, and I think having the Knight of Cups, he's a little bit of a slow action card or a slow action mover. So I feel like this is saying that you might be going slowly with it, but I think you can trust yourself, and I think you might be able to pick up the pace, you know. So take action. So that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay, and then to answer what spirit of the dish shall be with you next week, we have the greens, which is the spirit of the steamed green vegetables. So you got the greens. Okay, everyone. Think of a question we're going to ask that Magic 8 Ball in a second. But first, let's figure out... let's see what dinner and movie the dice recommend for you. Okay, here we go. Let's see for my Virgos. Dinner and a movie for next week. Okay, you have romance and American. So you got American food and the romance movie. So there you guys go. That's that. And let's do your numbers and letters. Okay, you got Z, P, H, N, O, B, V, 5, 8, 7. And you got, let's see what stone. Oh, you have believe. And I definitely think this is going with this. I think you just need to have faith in yourself that you're moving in the right direction and it's going to be better for you. So that's fantastic. Okay, guys. Now think of your question. Oh, mystical, magical 8 ball. The mightiest ball of all the balls. What is the answer to Virgo's question? It says most likely. There you go, Virgos. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.